Well, if you're going to win the championship in the Whelen Modified Tour, it's got to go through Thompson Speedway Motorsports Park with 4 races on the 2019 schedule, and that is where the Tour heads next. I'm Joe Koss, joined once again by Doug Kobe and Phil Moran. And gentlemen, there's a racetrack that you can go to and be very good at. Thompson is not a bad choice. Doug, you've won there 5 times, and just a few years ago, 2015, you swept the entire 4 races, something that last year's champion, Justin Bonsignore, did as well. How important is it for you as a team to be successful at a racetrack like Thompson?
Well, clearly we were all proving that if you're going to win a championship, you have to be strong at Thompson, and both myself and Justin were able to do the sweeps. And Thompson's such a tough place because there's so many people that are so good there. There's 6 or 7 drivers who have career wins at Thompson, and there's another 3 or 4 knocking on the door. And I think Thompson, generally speaking, is one of everybody's favorite tracks to race on. You could be really aggressive. The races always seem to be different. They unfold differently, so it is a little bit of strategy, but ultimately it's just a fast banked racetrack, and what race car driver wouldn't like that?
Well, it seems like from a driver's perspective, you've really got a lot of options. You can run low, you can drift up high, almost like you would in a Darlington, how you can be able to swing right up by the outside concrete and diamond off the corner. Does that make it that much more enjoyable as a driver that you've got a few lanes to pick and choose from?
It does, because those lanes don't always work every race. So you might have won a race driving, up high the whole time, and then the next time you go there, the car's too free up there, so you have to find something else. And that's something that a few of us have honed in on in the last few years, is just, where can you find grip at certain times. It all really depends, though, on when cautions fall, what the temperature is, what time of year we're racing there. And the spring race, the icebreaker, is always kind of the traditional opening racing of Northeast racing. So we're excited to get over there and try to win another one at Thompson.
Well, Phil, as your driver's chasing the racing groove around the racetrack, you must be chasing the setup a little bit back on the pit box. How do you account for some of the changes that the racetrack is going to go through throughout the afternoon, and that Doug is going to be out there searching for that grip that he just spoke of?
We try to, we communicate really well on the radio and stuff, and every time a caution comes out, or even under the green, we'll be talking about what the car's doing. And that'll dictate quite a bit as far as what changes we'll make on a pit stop, to get us to the end. Like Doug says, sometimes the lanes do change around. You're better on the bottom than you're on the top, but at the end of the race, you want to be on the top, rolling through and passing cars.
It seems like it impacts the race a little bit more in August than it does at the icebreaker, but there's no one set strategy. We've seen guys come down early and win. We've seen guys come down late and win. It's really a mixed bag.
Very much so. You always want to have the freshest tires at the end of the race, so you try to hang on as long as you can, but sometimes there's other people that do the same thing, so it makes it a good race.